That's for large print edition, right?
Yeah, I need to see it.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's Marion City Council meeting. It's July 28th, and we'll get the meeting started with the call to order and roll call.
Mr. Barr?
Present.
Mr. Ratliff?
Present.
Mr. Schauber?
Here.
Ms. Lang?
Here.
Mr. T. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Prater?
Here.
Mr. R. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Rollins?
Present.
Mr. Neff?
Here.
Mrs. Stoneburner?
Present. Tonight we have an invocation by Pastor Steve Batista from the Nazarene Church. Thank you, Pastor. And we'll follow that by prayer.
Father, thanks so much. We've got a lot to be grateful for. Thank you for the gift of today. Thank you for the freedom that we had to be here. And thank you for the freedom that can be found only in Jesus. We are grateful for our city. Thank you for the leaders that you provided for us. And God, the word says that when we lack wisdom, we can ask you. And they've got a lot on their agenda tonight, just like every other meeting. And our prayers are that you will give them divine direction, discernment, wisdom in every decision they make as they're striving to do the best they can for the people of our community. We thank you for our mayor and administration, and we ask your blessing upon them. Father, just bring unity to our city, to its leaders, and we are grateful for the optimism that we have about what lies ahead as we continue to seek you. We ask your blessing on this time, and we pray it in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seeing as how we have no summary proceedings just yet, we'll start with new business. And a brief reminder to everyone with us to please, thank you, to please silence your phones and start. Item number 1, ordinance 2025-060.
Ordinance to place on the ballot in November of 2025 the question of choosing a commission to frame a charter for the city of Marion and establish the requirements for the election of members of the Charter Commission of the city of Marion and declaring an emergency as amended.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes, this ordinance was sent back to committee last Monday night. Last Monday night, we were able to vote to approve that with a 2-to-1 vote to send it back to the council floor. It's been appropriately dubbed by Law Director Russell as the clean ordinance, where in this ordinance, what we've done is solidified all the dates in there. We've removed the option for a slate. We've changed the maximum signatures down to a minimum number of 5 signatures for the commission petitions. And we've also added a council contingency to appoint to the commission if by some reason we don't get the 15 members of the commission. So that's where we are tonight. I expect to have debate and discussion. At the end of that, I expect us to move on this tonight, simply because we have a time restriction. If this was to make it through council, there's about 14 days for commission members to have their petitions prepared and turned into the Board of Elections. So the action by council tonight is simply, do we want to give the voters the option to pursue our charter or not? That's the question before council tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Comments or questions?
When you pray 365 Silver Street, Mrs. Stoneburner, if you could speak up, I'd appreciate it. You're really quiet tonight.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what it is, but I can barely hear you back there. I did speak with the Board of Elections about this, and I asked them, like, when would we need to file this, how many days? I mean, I think it's the 11th, August 11th, we have to have it filed by. But what they said they were unclear of is when we would be filing it with them. Since it has an emergency clause on it, it would be 7 days. So will we be filing with them tomorrow, or will we be filing with them 7 days from now? Because they're kind of hesitant to give out information about proper procedure for the petition because they don't have the ordinance signed in front of them yet, so they don't want to comment on something that technically doesn't exist yet. So I think that's a question that we should answer tonight, because if it's going to be a week, now we're down to 7 days to get people to get their signatures. I do have a couple of thoughts, and I was wondering why solar panels on garages were worth 3 readings, but a fundamental change to our government might not be. And if so many people are in favor of this, where are they? Why haven't they been showing up and showing their support for this in person? And have we thought about the financial ramifications of this? What if our audits that come back are worse than what we expected, and our financial situation is worse than we thought it was? Because we might be more strapped for cash next year than we are right now, and we'll have no choice but to pay for this. And Gary Hunter said that, typically he receives $30,000 to $40,000. We've got the mailing costs. I think it's safe to say $60,000, $70,000, maybe more. And if this is truly what people want, then remove the ability for you guys to be able to appoint people. If people really want this, then 15 people should step up and be part of this commission. And if they don't, then it should be done until next year. And, put that amendment in there. Prove it really is for the people. Prove that this is what we want. Let us have the 15 people. Let us choose. If this isn't about you guys and you're giving us what we want, then give us what we want and take your ability to put people on the ballot out of it.
Any other comments or questions? Council or from the public? Mr. Shelby?
Yeah, so could someone, I have a pretty good idea what the timeline will be. Could someone articulate what that timeline is, how it's going to proceed if we vote tonight and there's an affirmative vote to put it on the ballot? Next steps after that? Just for clarification for whoever wants to be on the ballot or pull a petition, and because I'm not asking the mayor, I respect the office more than that, put the mayor on the point to say if he's going to sign it or not, because there's a chance that it could sit 10 days without a signature, and then that would put us well past anything, or will there be a veto? I don't know. But could someone clearly articulate next steps?
Madam President, in response to Mr. Schauber's question and a question from one of the citizens, it's put to the point as time, as Mr. Neff pointed out, if council members have a desire for the community to decide whether or not they would like to consider having a commission form to write a proposed charter, this evening we must act. It's anticipated that if it does pass, after a suspension of the rules, the mayor, it will be presented to the mayor by the clerk tomorrow, and then the mayor, if he signs it, it'll be then delivered to the Board of Elections. If he signs it tomorrow, so we keep moving forward to enable the people of Marion to decide whether or not they desire to have a commission form to propose a charter, which everyone that's been following closely will know would be on the next November's election, whether it should be adopted or not. So hopefully that addresses your question.
So if, and again, Mayor, I'm not putting you on the spot or trying to speak for you. So if the mayor does have 10 days to sign, correct? If he chooses.
In regards to this legislation, the basis for which is in the Ohio Constitution, there are very few sentences. There is not a sentence that regard veto. So this is to be treated just as every other ordinance, and just as every other ordinance or resolution, they are presented to the mayor, and under the rules of council and most of the rules of all municipalities, he has the same ability to sign it, hold it, and return it without a signature, or to return it to you with an expression of his veto purpose reasons.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. Anything else? Yes.
Lois Fisher, 790 Vernon Heights Circle. In response to the former speaker that came to the podium, I'm saying that, where are they? I am they. I am in favor of this. And so I'm saying that putting the charter should go before the citizens because they're the ones that should decide. It isn't about all the members of you, it's about the members of the citizens of Marion, Ohio. And this has been going, I said previously, for 2022, but it's really been going since 2018. And I think it's just time to put it to rest. Let the citizens speak and tell us what they want. I may be the one that want it, somebody may be the one that doesn't want it, but that's immaterial. It's the voters that count, it's the majority that wins, and that's the constitutional right. So why don't we put it before the citizens, let them decide. Thank you very much.
Any other comments or questions? Recognize the gentleman walking up, and then Ms. Luke.
Cody Higley, 1201 Township Road 39, Caledonia. I did a little bit of research. I know that there's been some comments stated.
Excuse me?
Point of order.
Point of order.
Yeah, point of order, not a Marion resident, so
Yes,
we would need to
just really
vote.
need to limit this to Marion City residents.
Oh, I can't.
I move that we give
Can vote.
this-
Yeah, we can vote.
this gentleman a ability to speak.
Second.
Okay.
Am I good?
Roll
Yeah,
call. Take a
do
vote.
roll call.
Hold on. Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
Thank you. And I think people in the county do have a vested interest in what happens. Marion is the regional hub for this area, so I think that people should be concerned, should be interested in what you guys do. And I do think that this is a good opportunity to consider going to a charter. And as I was saying, I did some research because there's been some statements made one way, statements made the other way about comparable cities in the state of Ohio that have a charter or whether or not they're still retain their statutory. So out of Ohio's 88 counties, there's 253 incorporated cities. And if you look at the population demographics, the city of Marion, as of 2020, was 35,999 residents. So I kept my analysis within 5,000 below that figure and 5,000 above that figure. So when you look at that, there's 17 incorporated cities in the state of Ohio out of that 253. And how many do you think out of those 17 are statutory?
Two.
Three.
There's two. There's Marion and Warren in Trumbull County. So it's definitely something that most other municipalities of comparable demographics to the city of Marion have already done. And you probably already have this, but not only are those charter, but then I broke down on what form of a charter, whether they're mayor, council, council manager, or mayor, council administrator. Again, I think that it presents a good opportunity for the people of Marion to better shape what form of government that it has moving into the future. And I encourage people that maybe get on the Charter Commission if it gets to that point, to research in depth what these cities have done, what their history is, and what they did to get to the point where they are today, for the ones that have been successful, and kind of model what you guys end up doing on examples of success. So if anybody wants a copy of this, come see me and I'll give it to you. So thank you.
Mr. Neff?
Thank you, Mr. Higley, for your thoughts. My research was very similar, but I can confirm and state clearly that of those 14 charter cities in the 30 to 40,000 population range, all 14 of those charter cities have a director of finance, without question.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Lupke?
That's me. Teresa Lupke, 555 Normandy Drive. Madam President, may I ask the mayor a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mayor, what's your intention if this legislation passes tonight?
You beat me to the punch. I was going to get up and give my opinion anyway, being that everybody's so interested in it. But I have absolutely enough information on what council, the direction that they have taken. And if they choose to pass this forward tonight, I have no intention of not signing it. And I will pass it on and let the voters of Marion decide. Just like they'll decide whether I stay here in 2.5 years or not. So it'll be up to them.
Thank you both. Ms. Redd.
So I guess I have several thoughts. One, I do not intend on holding this up tonight by any stretch. I think that the mindset of let the people decide has merit to it. I think it would also have merit to it to say that this isn't the only way that this could get on the ballot. This could get on the ballot by somebody going and pulling a petition and getting people to sign the petition to put it on the ballot. And this has been going on. I have no reason to question the speaker tonight since 2018. Not one person has pulled a petition to put it on the ballot. So if it's something that people, just are clamoring for, you would think that in 7 years, somebody would have thought to pull a petition, maybe put it on the ballot. However, there are issues here in this city that a charter may or may not fix. I don't know, and none of us know because none of us know what the charter is going to look like. But it appears relatively disingenuous for a council who, at the time, for a council to say they want to fix certain problems, such as financial problems. And at the time that the financial problems started, that the majority of that council endorsed, and I would even say probably in the ballot box voted for the people who started those problems. And so if you believe that that council would have hired the people that started the problem to start with, I don't know that that council should be the council to come in and act like they have the fix to the problem that they helped create. The crux of the issues in Marion go back to that the two parties have fundamentally failed the citizens. You have one party that puts up people that are not qualified. You have another party that puts up no one that gives anybody an alternative. So until that the parties can fix fundamentally problems they have, we're not going to fix the problems anyway. And, I may have a different take on what needs fixed than other people. I think the biggest issue is the justice system. And if somebody would explain to me how we could protect the citizens from leadership in a police department that you don't trust, and a county prosecutor that you don't trust, we can't fix any problems unless we have fundamental beliefs in people that have a lot of power to make decisions in the best interest of us as citizens and the best interest of justice. And when you have people that have a ton of power and a ton of authority that use it recklessly and maliciously, you can't fix any of your other problems because honestly, the other problems don't even matter.
Moving on. Any other comments, Ms. Lynn?
It's my understanding that with the charter city, the financial situation in Marion City has been far longer than just the last few years. But it's my understanding that with the charter, that it opens up the ability to bring in people from outside of Marion that would be able to do the financial, be a financial director. It opens the pool up so that we're not just trying to get people from Marion. Anybody can apply and work through the charter. So it allows, to your point, to remove some of the city people and bring in somebody that might be more open-minded and move the city forward.
Ralph?
I'm a firm believer that a small group of people should not deny the majority the opportunity to express their opinion. I believe that the purpose of this meeting tonight, this charter, is to give the citizens of Marion two opportunities. Number one, do you want to have a charter commission to develop a charter? And number two, to vote yes or no on that charter, whatever it is, because like was said before, we have no idea what's going to be in that charter. Those 15 people are going to come up with what they think is best for the city of Marion. And then it's up to the voters to decide if they were correct or not. We have the opportunity. We have two chances to vote. You can vote yes or no on whether to do a charter, then you don't get the second chance. But if you vote yes on getting the charter or a commission, then you have an opportunity to vote on the charter itself, and you can vote it down.
Anything else on this matter? Mr. Rollins?
I'll make a motion to suspend.
We have a motion to suspend Rule 44, and a second from Mr. Neff.
Second.
When you're ready.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
No.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
8-1.
Motion carries 8-1. And the charter moving forward. Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Motion, I'm sorry, for suspension of the rules is what I meant to say. Motion to adopt from Mr. Barr and Mr. R. Smith. I saw your hand first.
Yes.
Mr. Smith is second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Now, the charter is good. Item number 2, ordinance
You have
20...
a question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Neff?
I just wanted to state for the record, citizens that are wishing to become a part of the Charter Commission, the Board of Elections has asked me to send those people to the Board of Elections. They will have specific instructions for how you can successfully complete out the petition. They'll be available all this week. And just to add on to that, anyone wishing to be a commission member, please attend our meeting next Monday night. You can easily get your required signatures at that meeting, before that meeting or after that meeting. That's all.
Thank you. All right. Item number 2, ordinance 2025-076.
Ordinance making an additional appropriation within SCMR fund to complete additional paving within the city of Marion, the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Ms. Lance, comes out of Finance Committee.
This came out of Finance Committee with a 2-0 recommendation to adopt. This is a project to partner up with the township paving project that's taking place. And I believe Ms. Torino and, I'm sorry, I don't know your last name. Jeff Butler is here to answer any questions that you may have.
Mr. Rollins,
I'll make a motion to suspend the 3 reading rule.
we have a motion to suspend and a second from Mr. Barr.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
3 readings will be suspended. Mr. Rollins,
Motion to adopt.
Has a motion to adopt, Mr. Schauber.
I will second, and I have a question.
Has a second and a question.
So, I don't remember in the committee if it was said what two city streets or roads we're paving.
It's Merkel and Keener.
Okay. Well, then I am really excited for this.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Set.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously for ordinance 125-06. Item number 3, ordinance 2025-077.
Ordinance making an adjustment to appropriations for demos in the general fund for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Ms. Lang?
This came out of Finance Committee with a 2-0 recommendation to adopt. It's funds that have been received from the county land bank that we need to appropriate into the fund. Mr. Torino can answer any questions?
This was a collaborative effort between the city and the county land bank. They agreed to pay us up to $3,000 on certain houses that contained asbestos towards the cost of tearing them down. This is just the $3,000 that we got back from the county land bank that just needs to be appropriated and put back into the demo fund. We paid the cost up front. They're giving us $3,000.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Rollins?
A motion to suspend the three reading rule?
We have a motion to suspend the 3 readings rule for Mr. Rollins, and I'll see Mr. Smith, T. Smith with the second.
Thank you.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Thank you. 3 readings are suspended. Mr. T. Smith?
Motion to approve.
Mr. T. Smith has a motion to adopt, and Mr. Ralph Smith has a second. All right.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Ordinance 25-007. Item number 4, ordinance 2025-078.
Ordinance making an adjustment to appropriations for workforce mobility grant for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Ms. Lang again.
This also came out of Finance Committee with a 2-0 recommendation to adopt, and I'm going to let Ms. Toronto explain and answer any questions, please.
This is just an ordinance for reimbursing the $40,000 for supplies and equipment for the workforce mobility grant. So we need appropriations for that to be reimbursed. And then the 25 was our match for the bus that we purchased.
Mr. Barr?
Motion to suspend the 3 readings.
We have a motion to suspend the 3 readings, and a second from Mr. R. Smith.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Keep going. Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
A motion to suspend the 3 readings carries. Mr. Schauber, I saw your hand up earlier.
So the $40,000 for supplies is to reimburse the supply line item, not as a match? Or did our match come out of the supply line item, or did it paying supplies back?
So this is the workforce mobility grant from last year. We were awarded $140,000. $100 was for the bus. The $25,000 is the match for the bus.
Okay.
We're not ordering that yet. The $40,000, $32,000 was for new radios that we desperately need. $8,000 is for updating our software, the credit card.
Okay.
And how ODOT works, the bus is a separate, and I think that Casey explained that last week. We just paid the $25,000. for the radios and the software, we have to pay for it, and then they reimburse us.
Okay.
So this is just to get.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Welch. Mr.
Motion
R.
to adopt?
Motion to adopt from Mr. R. Smith. And second from Mr. Barr. Take roll.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schaub?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins? Yes. Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. And that reimbursement is forward. Item number 5, ordinance 2025-079.
Ordinance making adjustments to appropriations for insurance payment for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Ms. Lang.
This also came out of Finance Committee with a 2-0 recommendation to adopt. This is insurance funds that we received for, I believe, a cruiser. If you have any further questions, Mr. Reno or Chief McDonald can answer those questions for you.
Ms. Troiano, did you have something to add?
Mr. T. Smith?
So it's just asking for appropriations for the insurance money that we received from the totaling of the vehicle. And then the rest of the money, they had worked within their budget to make up the difference for that.
It was total about 22 grand.
Thank you. Mr. T. Smith, I saw your hand up before.
Yeah. Motion to suspend.
We have a motion to suspend 3 readings, and Mr. Prater has a second. Further discussion?
Just $22,000, all we got a payment out of for a totaled cruiser? Was it old?
No. It had more than 100,000 miles on it, and we were able to salvage and reuse all of the equipment inside, but that's all we got.
Okay, so since we maybe took the equipment and salvaged that, the insurance is not going to pay to replace all that? Okay. Seems a little light, but get what we get. Don't throw a fit.
Ready to proceed?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Mrs. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Unanimously, we'll suspend the 3 readings rule. And Mr. T. Smith.
Motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt from Mr. T. Smith. And
I'll
Mr. Barr has a second.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Item number 6, ordinance 2025-080.
Ordinance making adjustments to appropriations for insurance payment for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Back to you, Ms. Lang.
This came out of Finance with a 2-0 recommendation, and I'm going to let Mr. Riley explain it.
I think the ending of this was a typo because it's repeating the same thing as above.
Yeah, it should be an adjustment to appropriations for insurance payment.
Yeah. Ordinance authorizing,
The transit administrator to apply for the
my
workforce.
apologies. Ordinance authorizing the transit administrator to apply for an SFY 2026 Workforce Mobility Partnership Program Grant, ACC EPT, accept grant offer, and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Welch, did you have something to add or clarify?
I don't really have anything to add. Zoe was here last week, and we put it on for the committee, and now we're here. I do want to say that we have a deadline to meet, August 8th, so we really need to act on this tonight if we're going to apply.
Thank you. Mr. Rollins, I saw your hand up.
No, I was just going to mention the deadline on this.
Thank you. Mr. Barr?
I just wanted to ask Ms. Triano, is there money in there to cover that 50% next year for them? for our match?
We don't have an exact number on the match for that. The first one that we had spoke about were the ones that were already applied for. So that one is covered. This one we won't know exactly until
Until it's received.
What could it be?
Yeah, correct.
Mr. Schauber?
What could the match be?
So 50%, we're looking at between 20 and 30,000,
Okay.
so 10, 15%. Not a large amount.
Okay.
Ms. Rollins?
Is that for capital or?
Chelsea, do you know where we were putting this? No. Under the capital maintenance.
I mean, does the workforce mobility grant need to be used for certain items?
It's a federal grant, and no. I mean, yes, there's rules and regulations, but it can be, we can apply for a broad, like marketing, and then use it towards expanding our services or, whatever.
I guess you're asking for like 30,000, what are we using it for? Is my question, is it
So-
capital or are we buying more buses, more?
So we're not buying buses with marketing dollars, no. It could be, like I said, to advertise for expanding our services, to put that out there. We could do bus wraps. I'm just trying to think of other things. Zoe, so originally we were going to apply for something else, and we found out that Marion County's not eligible for that. So we are just looking to do what we can with this, rather than leaving money on the table.
Ms. Ratliff?
Looking at the ordinance, the second whereas, the bold, it said the grant would be used for marketing-related projects identified by the administration. Is that you have identified and costed those out and then have applied, and then you're applying for the grant based on what we're saying that we need to do and what that costs? Or are we applying for grant money and then going to figure out what?
Yes, that's the last part, because I've been working with Zoe, and we're not exactly sure what all we're going to do with this, but we don't even know if we're going to receive it, right?
Okay.
So she's putting together, all of the details, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Ms. Lynn?
So when you say marketing, is that like brochures, handouts?
Yes. So we need to do a new rider guide, we need to do a new brochure to hand out as well, that tells all of our hours and, all of those.
Marketing for riding the bus, that kind of thing.
Numbers, what it calls.
Right. So if you remember in our TDP study, they talked about marketing. Of course, they put a high dollar on marketing. We have some, amazing people working here that we can use their talents, and it's going to cost us a lot less to do some of those things. But getting the word out there for transit is really, what we want to do.
Any other questions or remarks? No.
Naomi Craig, 365 Silver Street. Let me make sure I understood that correctly. So we may have a $30,000 match that we're going to use for marketing. Did I understand that correctly?
No.
Half that.
Half.
So $15,000 will be used for marketing, but we're not sure on what yet. But we're going to pledge it. Okay. I missed what the other $15,000 is for, though. Capital, is that what we said?
No, the grant funding covers 50% of an eligible project cost, so we.
There's 30,000, so we would cover 15,000.
Correct.
Okay, the number's good. So we might be buying another $15,000 worth of bus wraps after we just tried to raise the transit fare on Grandma.
Mr. Ratliff, did you have something to add?
I was going to provide clarity, but no, I'm good.
Anything further?
Well,
Ms. Ratliff?
So So I guess my feeling on this is that I think that this could be a positive thing. Because I think that there are, myself included, people up here that probably don't even know all the routes that are run or the hours that they run, or, somebody could call me and ask me a specific question. And again, I've been doing this a long time. I may not be able to give them the correct answer. So, I think that, proper marketing is good. And that's why that I asked the question, have we pre-identified or are we going to post-identify? I would have rather a pre-identification, but, it is what it is. But, proper marketing, I think, could be good for for transit and for the citizenry itself. And we're not going to do it if we don't get the grant, is my understanding. So, I don't know if that helps any, but.
Mr. Barr?
Motion to suspend the 3 readings.
We have a motion to suspend the 3 readings and a second from Mr. Prater. Mr. Barr? When you're ready.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion to suspend carries. And Mr. R. Smith?
Motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt from Mr. R. Smith and a second from Mr. Neff. Anything further? All right.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
No.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries. 8-1. Item number 7, ordinance 2025-081.
Ordinance to amend ordinance 2025-064, which amended ordinance number 1969-29, also known as the Yarger Report, as amended, last amended by ordinance 2021-058 by updating the existing job description of the Assistant Water Pollution Control Superintendent and declaring an emergency.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes, we're seeing this again out of municipal services. The superintendent, the assistant superintendent's pay increase was supposed to go to 31E. In our last ordinance, we changed it to 30E, and the administration let us know that it was supposed to go to 31E. So that's what we're correcting here. It's my understanding that that's what he was also promised, and he's kind of in this limbo, so we need to get it fixed. I'd probably ask that we suspend the rules. That's a motion.
Just to add to that, we basically just cut the grass away or not moving that to 31 and putting it at 30. So money was approved, but it was put in the wrong category. So we're just trying to fix that officially.
Certainly. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, did you make a motion?
I did. Motion to suspend the rules.
Thank you. And Mr. R. Smith has the second for the suspension of rules. You ready? Oh, sorry. Mr. Ratliff?
So I believe I think that's what we even said, if I'm not mistaken. Is this, and maybe I could have answered my own question with a more thorough read, but is this retroactive or no?
The pay raise had already taken place under the assumption that the last one passed as it should. And then the pipe grass air was found, and Casey said we needed to do, I said just fix it. She's like, no, we gotta take it back for an ordinance and fix it. So that's why we're here tonight, to fix the actual error
Okay.
that was 31E.
Okay, so the person has been being paid under 31E.
Since the last, yes.
So
That's correct.
shouldn't we make this retroactive back to that date that this was passed? Or,
Yeah, because you paid out of class.
Madam President, the ordinance itself does refer in the first whereas that the previous ordinance had errantly referred to 30E and 31E. So in my opinion, it's just my opinion, I believe that's enough basis for any auditor of state or content for them to see what we're attempting to do here.
Okay, if, I just wanted to ask, if you're good with it, so am I.
Thank you. Ms. Grant?
Name would be Craig, 365 Silver Street. I've actually been talking to the auditor of state about this one. So I want to just be sure that I'm clear. 31E is what they were supposed to be paid under the last ordinance. Now, does the ordinance say 31E or does it say 30E? Does anybody know what the old ordinance says?
The ordinance says 30E.
The old one that you're correcting tonight. So that person has been getting paid 31E even though the ordinance says 30E. So that's not correct. So we should go back and retroactive it because we've been paying the money that we didn't appropriate, right? Is that, am I understanding this correctly?
Madam President, we're checking on that right now, but I don't think his raise was supposed to take effect August 1st. After the last ordinance was signed, it was like 30 days, so that would have made it August 1st, so we're trying to correct it before the August 1st.
Okay, so he hasn't been paid 31E yet. We're just trying to get it.
I just confirmed it is in our system, but it does not go into effect until August 1st.
Okay, so he hasn't been paid the wrong
No.
amount. Okay, he's waiting on his raise. Cool.
Okay. Okay, we've got a motion and a second for suspending the
Yep.
rules. Go ahead.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Okay, the 3 readings have been suspended, and Mr. T. Smith,
Motion to adopt.
that's a motion to adopt. Mr. R. Prater, the second. You ready?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
No.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, item number 8, ordinance 2025-082.
Ordinance to establish a Central Ohio Regional Planning Organization, CORPO, dedicated funds program application and authorizing the service director to apply and administer the grant and declaring an emergency. This was added to the agenda by the mayor.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And again, this was something where a grant became available and just known to us last week after committee. And talking about that, Corpo, through the state, the new state budget, they've committed like $2.7 million to 6 or 7 counties surrounding us. It used to be we had to compete with Franklin County, and bigger counties would never get any of that money, and they've changed that this year. So we would like to apply for some of this money. We have a particular project in mind, which would be the Barks Road U-turn that we would like to implement, where they put the bollards up, and we want to make that like a Michigan U-turn out there to make that a better flow of traffic and people be able to get to those businesses on that south side. So rather than us have to pay the whole $400,000 to do that, this gives us an opportunity to apply for this grant and only have a 20% match for the project. So that is our intention for the project. We're under a timeline again to get this done by August 8th. There was some concern about whether we had funds in the budget going into 26 for that. I talked to Chelsea and Casey about that. We actually have TIF funds out on Barks Road that we can use for the improvement of the road and the infrastructure out there. So if we didn't find it in our finances, we could always rely and pull some money from that TIF fund to make our match.
Okay, Ms. Lang?
It's my understanding that this whole ordinance, because I had several questions today, and I called and talked to Zoe, and several changes were made to this ordinance, and we as council do not have a copy of that updated and changed ordinance. We got what was sent to us via email, but is there a clean copy available that we could review?
If you want to take a recess and give me 5 minutes, I
Could we
can go get
please
one.
take a 5-minute recess so that we could get a copy of the...
A highlighted copy goes into actual specific dollar amounts and some things that
Right.
are not on what was in your package.
Right,
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute recess to
thank you.
get the information.
Someone needs to make a
Marion? Yes.
We need a motion and a vote, but
Matt, do you need me to get mine or you?
Don't we have to vote
Do we have to vote?
Yes, we do.
Sorry.
I just have to press it.
Mr. Brock?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Okay. Take a 5-minute
Schauber
recess.
had the motion, had the Ratliff
Which,
seconded.
is this what he added, or you added?
See, I was that too.
He added this, but there's been changes.
Oh, yeah, because I call...
So then we got a minute.
Yeah.
I just assumed this is what was, what they talked about in the email.
Oh, I'm not. These are in there. What this for here is, what's the project? What's the dollar amount?
Is anywhere?
It's not regional.
Matt, you do know we start at 6:30. And the radio starts at 8. Yeah.
The biggest part of the day, we get our council meetings is by.
Do that next time.
Who's getting that copy?
Do you get the sense that the Board of Elections would accept signed petitions tomorrow that were signed and dated tonight?
Don't date them tonight. Do not date tonight.
I'm going, then I probably won't be able to turn petitions in.
Because if you date it
Because I'm
tonight,
leaving town and I'm gonna be gone. the whole
If you
time.
date it tonight, it'll be before the ordinance is even signed, and they'll pick it out. And we definitely need to run
Teresa. I think most petitions, and I'm not looking for this stuff, if you want to be on it and be gone, fill out what you need to do, and I'll fill out the circulator's part. I'll pass 145.
But I won't be back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. I'll bring the, so my Board of Elections tomorrow morning, will they be ready?
No.
That's
So we don't know when about the sign. So that's why I'm trying to get it cleared out.
Honestly, the board isn't gonna want me to have filled it out and dated it until after ASC.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so if we get it tomorrow,
That's the first.
yeah, well, let me make sure I have your cell phone number, because I'll have to meet you somewhere.
Right, and that's fine.
I probably have actually been okay with that.
This is not something my husband would do. You know, everything he's like, he would like look at me like, I did tell him he was on the committee to represent me.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I think I only have to have, like, because the company is 250. The problem, I think, is that if they're not ready till Wednesday or Thursday, I have to get them back by Friday.
And I spoke with,
Are they in charge of filing?
from when I spoke with Brian and Cindy, they have two last, I mean, they don't, at that point, they didn't have intentions of filing fees. And as soon as they see the ordinance signed by all the parties involved, they will make petitions available. And then their staff's already been
So you're not
pre-gaming.
gonna take one to David's there?
if there's a filing, maybe you have no idea what's saying when I take this stuff up.
If they charge a filing fee, I will cover it and we'll waive it.
Because I wanted to, I was like, oh, the timing got so close, it's like, I am leaving.
Everything is surrounding it.
I am leaving Sunday.
Okay.
And I won't be back until the 15th, so I'm definitely missing. I'm missing the whole thing.
So I'll get them signed Monday and we'll get moving. Yeah. Yep.
It's lucky.
So we're going to ask for $150.
I did one a couple weeks ago, you asked about well, I mean, I did it that night.
I know, it was the very next one, and I already got it on
You have to come out and bring it up. You can be I wanted to pass you and hug you, and I thought, nope, if he does that, everyone's falling in here. But we'll have to talk about that.
I think everybody has that in front of them now, and just to add to that, it's a $150,000 project. Our portion would be 30. And like we said, when we went through the whole process of getting a grant writer, we don't want to leave any money on the table. If we can get somebody to pay 80% of it, we only pay 20. That's certainly what we want to do in order to make this project for the people on the east side of the road that strictly limited their business by the bollards going in there. This will help that out. So if we can fix it, we'd like to fix it, and our portion would be $30,000. And again, we're on the deadline of the August 8th. We have to have that application.
Mr. Rowell?
I was just going to offer to fix the problem with the Sawzall, but it's...
It's on the quickest solution.
Mr. Shaw?
I will make the motion that we waive Rule 56, committee consideration.
We have a motion to suspend Rule 56. Mr. Rowell?
Second.
We have a second. Mr. Rowell? Are you ready?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries 9-0 for the suspension. Mr. Schauber?
Yeah, I will also make a motion to amend the ordinance to reflect what was just handed out to us.
And Mr. Rollins?
Second.
Mr. Rollins to amend as
Presented.
presented.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
Motion to amend carries unanimously. Mr. Schauber?
Oh, give me 1 second.
Oh, sorry, you gotta read
Oh,
it.
you gotta read it.
Ordinance to establish a Central Ohio Rural Planning Organization, CORPO, dedicated funds program application and authorizing the service director to apply and administer the grant and declaring an emergency as amended.
Mr. Schauber?
I move we waive Rule 44, the 3 reading rule.
We have a motion to waive Rule 44 and the second from Mr. Rollins.
So
All right.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Ratliff?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Ms. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater?
Yes.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
yes.
Mr. Neff?
Yes.
3 readings are suspended. Mr. Ratliff?
All right, couple of questions on my gut thoughts here. So I don't think we were ever consulted when they put those things up.
We may have,
That's not really accurate.
Okay.
Council might not have been consulted, the administration and the engineer at the time were consulted. If you notice the Barks Road side,
the county.
west side, the county side, they don't have them. They opposed them and were able to get the state to not put them there. We did not oppose them, and that's why we have them. But we have asked them, I don't know, we asked them 2 or 3 times in the very beginning, and that they will not take them out because the traffic study shows the accidents there warrant those. And granted, the county side, probably not as much as the city side, but they certainly are, absolutely would not take those out for us.
All right, because
Offer stands. You know what, I've seen a bunch of them come out, and they sit there for a couple days, and somebody goes out and puts them back in.
So, I mean, because my first thought was, because I didn't think we were consulted, but I'm fairly confident council was not.
I believe that's probably true.
And, because my first thought was, if they went in and did some, asinine construction, why do we have to pay $30,000 to fix a problem that we didn't create?
Well, I think that the state has agreed to give us a little bit of land over there on that side to make that turn wide enough. Like you said, if you go down there now, you'll see where people are doing it already on a frequent basis. And it's not really safe in the way the light is structured and how it's timed. And we want to fix that, and we want to make it an actual safe U-turn to make for people. But, because they put something in, I guess we're going to get some state grant money back to maybe help us pay to fix the problem, if you look at it that way, but they're not going to come in and fix it for us.
And then my other thought was, why aren't we allowed in our city to remove them ourselves?
I would assume because, not that I do.
Mr. Boda?
This was an ongoing conversation last year with ODOT, Chipotle that wanted to go in there, Mark Russell. And at the end of the day, if we as a city chose to remove those that the state put in from a safety study and all the reporting for the accidents, there's a potential that we could be liable for any accidents that happen in the future because of us removing those. By advice of our law director, we chose to not do that, to not become part of that issue. So throughout this process, I personally have contacted ODOT 3 or 4 times myself. It finally got to the point where they were receptive to the U-turn. So then our engineers and everybody started making some design work. We sent it to ODOT. This not only will just create the U-turn, we'll have a flashing sign up there, and also the traffic coming from the east side of Barks turning on north on Delaware will have a yield on red because of this U-turn. So there's a lot of different factors that went into this. So I hope that answers the question.
It does, thank you.
Ms. Craig?
Amy Craig, 365 Silver Street. May I ask Mr. Bovine a question? Could you just explain how it's going to work or like where the U-turn is actually going to be? Because I cannot picture this in my head.
Absolutely, yes. So it's basically going to exist exactly the way it is now. By us not removing any of the bollards or the, what do you call them?
Delineators.
Delineators.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just so full disclosure, so everybody knows, there was so many attempts by Chipotle coming to us almost an insane amount of times to change the concrete island on Barks Road, to have a left out, to have a left in going south on Delaware into their parcel. Time and time again, ODOT said, no, we're not changing it. So basically, what you see now, it's going to look the same, except for we are going to take a bit of the right-of-way on this side and extend it further.
On Barks?
Where the old Barks, which would be the east side, which would be the east side.
So that's where the U-turn is going to be?
That's where the U-turn is going to be. It's going to be wider, and we're going to take some of that, and then it's going to come all the way until that curb cut where the DP used to be.
Okay.
So people have the ability to do this. There's going to be a flashing
That's a
sign.
great idea. I just couldn't picture where it was in my head. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anything further?
Motion to adopt.
A motion to adopt from Mr. Barr and a second from Mr. T. Smith.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Rattler?
Yes.
Mr. Schauber?
Yes.
Mr. Klein? Mr. T. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Prater? Mr. Armstrong?
Yes.
Mr. Rollins?
Yes.
Mr. Neff?
Next, we come to matters not on the agenda. Administration or council.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Matters not on the agenda from administration or council. Mr. T. Smith.
Go right ahead.
I'm here again about the trees.
Your name and address again, please.
Cassie Yoder, 754 East Church Street. So far, I've heard absolutely nothing, besides tonight I did hear that Aqua's not really wanting to help me. If it wasn't for Aqua tearing the sidewalks up, digging the roots of the sidewalks up, the trees would not be dead. One tree is absolutely dead, the other tree is leaning. Are we gonna wait around until we hear on the news, hey, there's been somebody killed on Church Street because one of the trees fell? I don't care about my property, I don't care about the neighbor's properties getting work. I've got insurance. They fall, oh well. But one of the trees falls, yeah, it's gonna go into the neighbor's property. A big tree falls, which one falls, the other one's gonna fall, they're too close together. Big tree's gonna go towards the road. Church Street is a very heavily traveled area. Just tonight on the news, there was 2 people killed in the state of Ohio by a tree falling on their vehicle. Is that what we're going to sit around and wait on? If anybody can help me, please help me. That's all I got.
Mr. Schauber.
Is that the official word that the water company doesn't want to do anything?
Dr. Cup.
They want to monitor the trees at this point. We've reached out, I got the pictures that she sent, and I passed them on to the engineer, and we forwarded those to Aqua. They want to evaluate the trees further before they make a decision. I will reach out to them again this week and try to get them to make a decision.
Okay, so we're just waiting on Aqua to make a determination. They have not made a determination right now.
Not that I've heard.
And you will reach out and see what they're going to do, and then, because it's their responsibility to fix it. I've taken care of several of these. Actually, Aqua was the easier one to work with in my experience. Columbia Gas was the tough utility. So I'm surprised that you're getting a little pushback. But yeah, they're well aware. It's their responsibility. And those are large trees, so it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. T. Smith.
Yeah, I have a constituent here in town who reached out to me, and she got a city bill after filling up her pool, and it was obviously significantly higher than what it typically would run. I've already spoken with the people in utility billing and our service director, and I was just hoping in a public format maybe we could try to figure out some way that we can get this resolved for this lady. I mean, I kind of understand she's not utilizing the storm sewer system, so I'm not sure how we're billing her for that if she's not utilizing it.
How's she not utilizing the storm sewer?
I mean, it's no different than if it were to rain and the rainwater goes down in the storm sewer system.
Yeah, that's why they charge $7 a month for storm sewer for everybody. There's no, and we just had this conversation again today, and the county periodically hands out a meter and lets people do the meter thing. They have like 3,500 customers. We have like 14,000.
Yeah.
So for us to buy meters to give to people, that may or may not come back to gauge how much water they're putting in. Eventually, that water they're putting in their pool is going to go somewhere.
Right.
It's going to go down into the ground somehow.
Eventually.
To the sewer system. So I used to have a pool. I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's not a huge amount of money when you fill your pool. It is you can notice a difference, but that's part of owning the pool, I guess. I mean, I don't know what we as a city can do to not charge somebody to fill their pool, because eventually it's going to go to the storm sewer.
Right.
Somehow.
Well, a simpler solution, rather than getting a piece for us to hand out to every person, like a water meter, we know how much water everyone's using on their bill. If it's 14,000 more gallons than what it was last month, they've either filled up a pool or they have a leak.
And then when they drain the pool in the winter, we shouldn't charge them to put it in the sewer. That's what I mean, I guess there's an argument either way.
Right. Yeah, there is.
So, I understand.
I'm the same way as you. I've paid the bill probably 4 times in a row. I typically don't have a complaint, but I can also see. I actually am curious whether the law director would be able to tell us, are we even able to bill them for not we're not utilizing the storm sewer system until after they drain the pool. So how do we?
The storm sewer is based on water usage, not based on what we gauge they put out. It's based on what they bring in.
Storm sewage is based on usage?
Yes.
Correct?
Sanitary.
Sanitary, yeah.
I'm not sanitary.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was on the wrong
Yeah.
page. Sanitary is based on what they bring in. Storms, everybody pays $7 and something a month for the storm, except for industrial areas where they, in the engineer's office, they do some kind of formula with the grade and how much land they have, and they figure out a way that way.
Was there ever a point in time in Marion that we refunded people money? if
There
they
was a
filled up
time that
pool?
they handed out meters, was my understanding, and then it got to be too problematic, and the meters didn't come back, and then you had to buy more, and it became an issue before we came into office. I mean, they haven't done it for a long time, is my understanding.
Thank you.
Naomi Craig, 365 Silver Street. My mother-in-law has a pool, and you can call Aqua and tell them I'm filling my pool this day, and they'll take your usage for that day, and they'll subtract it from your bill. So when the bill is sent to utility billing, you're not billed for that amount of money. I had an apartment that they said used 28,000 gallons of, one bedroom, they used 28,000 gallons of water in 1 month, and my sewer bill was actually more than I collected in rent. So when I called them, they made an adjustment, and then it went through utility billing, and I got a credit on my bill. So maybe they can call the water company and say, hey, June 14th, I filled my pool, and they can see the usage for that day, and they can send an adjustment.
Okay, I'll let her know that. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll call and check from utility billing too. I mean, if they do that.
They've done it
that's
for me.
news.
Yeah, they've done it for me before.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Actually,
You've got another one?
yeah, I have
Wait.
a question
Okay.
real fast.
There is one solution. My name is Kent Haller. I'm at 631 Cherry Street. There is a possible solution. When I lived in the city of Kent, the city of Kent had the same basic deal. They had someone else providing water, and they did the sewer. And what they would do is if you had a pool that was, of course, if it's in ground, you had to get a permit for it. You had to just notify the city in writing about how much you filled it and when you filled it, and then the city would then deduct that from the sanitary bill. Because I don't know too many people that actually put, when they're draining their pool, most people don't put it down the toilet. So it really doesn't shouldn't affect the sanitary. Thank you.
Thank you.
What? But we have a commingled system, so.
A lot of places.
Mr. T. Smith, you had another question or comment?
Yeah, actually, this was also for the law director regarding livestock, chickens and roosters. Not sure that they're allowed in the city. I'm sure that they're not. But is there any leeway on chickens rather than roosters?
So 8+ maybe 12 years ago, council adopted a revised animal ordinance. And so if anyone desires to have chickens, they can make an application through the safety director and the zoning inspector to get a permit to have chickens. I believe it doesn't allow roosters, right? The code prohibits roosters.
Okay, that was my question, if roosters are prohibited. Thank you.
Mr. Sellers?
And on the,
There are rules associated with that too.
yeah, because the
Well-
chickens, I believe, have to be terminated
100
after,
feet.
well, you can't, the permit doesn't allow for all the time to keep livestock all the time. It's only for 4-H'ers, I believe was the intent of the original ordinance. So, chickens and rabbits to be housed in the city was only supposed to be, the original intent was for 4-H'ers, and then the safety director or the zoning guy was supposed to go out and make sure that after the fair's done, they sold them, they didn't come back. This isn't for homesteaders in town. I see everyone shaking their head, but none of you people have
So
been
it's-
here.
It's better if we would read the ordinance, because I can't say, having it not in front of me. I believe what you may be recalling, at least I recall, previous safety director talking about there is an appeal process to appeal the prohibitions, and whether it's a turkey or a goat, the safety director has an ability to allow for that type of farm animal related to the fair. But again, it's best if we would refer back to the ordinance and then pick it up from there.
Ms. Lang?
The ordinance actually needs to be rewritten. I've been dealing with this now for the last 3 months because I have people on a street across from me, the neighbors are complaining because they have 12 ducks. And they have gotten the permit and they're allowed to have them. There is nothing in there that says 4-H project or anything else. So we need to look at the ordinance and change it if if people are going to start bringing livestock into the city.
Mr. Prater?
I don't know if this will help, but I actually last year had a call from someone in my ward that complained about the neighbors. Their backyards, they look out, they can see each other. The people lived on, I'm not going to mention the street, and they lived on another street. It was about them owning chickens. So I drive by, it's about 7 or 8 of them, very clean coop, everything. But there was a restriction on, they were complaining about it was too close to the back of their house. And it was about, there is something in there about how many feet away from your neighbor's back window that the chickens can be there. And then eventually people on this street that had the chickens, they were clean, it was a nice coop, everything, they had to remove them. And the people that were complaining were very happy that they were gone because they said they were too close to the back of their house.
Ms. Craig? Something to add?
Sure, you might know.
Yeah.
I might know, I'm not sure.
Malcolm Smith, 761 Central Drive. I'm the retired zoning compliance inspector. The application is filled out, taken to the safety director. The safety director has the option of determining how many animals that the homeowner wants. You're allowed to have ducks, you're allowed to have chicken. It states in there you can only have 2 pot-bellied pigs. Don't laugh. I had 2 people that had them on a regular basis. And as far as the chickens, on a certain amount from the property lines, it states 100 feet, I believe, but there's no property in Marion that's 100 feet. That's where the safety director takes over and says, all right, fill the app out. I would go out, look at it, make sure that the cage was proper and that the cage was enclosed, top and all, so that the chickens couldn't get out or anything like that. And then I resubmitted my information back to the safety director, and then at that point, he would check to see if that homeowner had any violations prior to anything else. And then at that point, the 12 ducks, somebody allowed that, and that shouldn't have been allowed.
Well, the permit says that they have 10, but there's 12. And I'm telling you, the last 2 mornings, with this humidity, the skunk has been horrible.
Did you allow that? 10 ducks? I don't recall. I know that one, don't recall. Yeah, I've been up that road. I don't recall.
Neighbors neighbors are complaining and there's
Well,
nothing I
first
can
of
do.
all, I thought there was a number limit, though. I thought there was a number limit. Well, when Tom was here, we based everything on, like ducks, we based everything on four ducks. Okay? And if they started quacking like crazy and was out of control, I went out and told them, you gotta get rid of the ducks. If the chickens weren't confined to their proper area, I went out with papers, said you got X number of days to get rid of the chicken. So, the 12 ducks can be pulled back. He can write a letter on a file. Whoever's got the file or the complaint, they need to get a hold of him, safety director, and say, look, they got 12 ducks, and they're driving it nuts. We had 10 ducks off of South Prospect, and I got rid of those. So, there is a limit, but it's all up to him. And no roosters whatsoever. You're not allowed roosters. All right? That's all you get for now.
Any other matters not on the agenda? Mayor
Madam
Collins?
President?
Yes, Mayor Collins?
So just to, and that is a prime example of what we're just talking about tonight, is why we're redoing our codified ordinances, and that's in the process, and maybe that'll address some of the irregularities that we have in there like that. But to finish on a strong point, we just did our Love Your Neighborhood again this week on Wednesday and Thursday in the area of Cleveland Avenue, Girard, Pearl, Cherry, and I have just a really quick story to tell about being out there that day, and I think anybody that drove down through there saw a lot of work going on, and a lot of volunteers or probation people that are in probation doing community service. We were actually working on one house, and I'm looking to my right, and all I see is a bunch of overgrown brush, and like, good God, there's a house behind there. And I dig my way up on the front porch, really a mess. See flies on the inside of the window, which coming from a law enforcement background, that's not really a good thing. And I'm thinking the worst, and I started talking to the neighbors down there. They said there was an elderly lady that used to live there, and we finally got a hold of her daughter, found out this lady's in the Wolf House. But had we not, by the time we were done with that house, you could see the house, cleaned up the yard, tore down a garage out back. But I think that we got to that house quick enough that we can probably save it. If we can get this lady to sign it over to the land bank and get somebody to redevelop that house, but it's really close. I mean, it has holes in the roof, and I think we found it just in the nick of time. But that's what those Love Your City, Love Your Neighborhood things can do for us, is help us find those situations. The house really wasn't that bad, but it just sat there so long. So it was a good story and a lot of good action, and we took out tons of stuff.
We don't have numbers back yet.
We don't have them all back yet, but it was a very busy couple of hot days down.
Thank you. Any other matters not on the agenda before we move to reports?
Since the mayor brought up the recodification, it's in the editing phase right now.
Great.
Amy McRae, 365 Silver Street. I have an issue, I guess, that I need some clarification on. There was a meeting down on Martin Luther King Avenue. Oh, sorry. There was a meeting on Lee Street at the Logos Church. And come to find out, most of you didn't know about it. I had people showing up at my front porch asking me what the heck was going on. Apparently there's a Dollar General. We've all been hearing about it for like a year now. Apparently there's a Dollar General going on the corner of Silver and 309. And I know it's been like rumor and scuttlebutt, but I guess as of this meeting last Wednesday that it's a done deal. People from Euclid Avenue are like, they came to my house. I was one of the people that came to my house. They were convinced that their land had already been annexed because I guess annexation was talked about in that meeting. And Lee Street, they're kind of over construction right now, and now they're finding out that there's going to be like a parking lot abutting their property. And people in Silver are obviously worried about traffic because, you know, what's that going to look like? I mean, we were, I guess, reworking the whole intersection was talked about, and Mr. Kelly actually blamed it on you that they needed more information about stop signs. You know, everybody's worried about the rainwater. We talked about rainwater from a parking lot. It's gonna be completely different than empty lots that are sitting there right now. And if it ties into our city sewer, which is what they were talking about, why they would need to annex the land, that commingled sewers, I know the oldest one is from 1906, and I think they said the other one is from 1960, because I had to replace my main sewer line. Because our basements flood in that area. So that's a real concern too. So like all of this was dumped at a meeting, a neighborhood meeting, and I don't know if, we didn't think it was gonna get out, but now it's like wildfire. People are worried about loitering and alcohol sales at Dollar General, because that's a real issue on Main Street, and there's an elementary school right there. So if we got the police calls and such to the Main Street Dollar General, I think, and I've already looked up their liquor license violations. They've got a lot, and we're gonna put that in right by a school. Everybody that I talked to has said that it's a great idea and it's much needed, but the presentation has been horrible because it's been a rumor for a year, and now like the ink is dry on paper, and it seems like a lot of people in this room don't even know about it. We were talking about annexing, you know, that's will come before a legislative body, and it shouldn't be discussed outside of this room for sunshine law reasons. The meeting was held at Logos Church, and I'm not dragging them into this, that was just the place that it was held. But it was the Martin Luther King Neighborhood Association that organized it. It seemed like that was the email list that the invites went out on. And the issue going on in that corner affects more than just those people. So if we're going to have meetings where we're announcing economic development, city and county, can we like not do this grapevine stuff and maybe have a meeting where we set everyone down and explain to them what the rainwater is going to do to the sewer, explain to them if we're going to annex land, explain to them if they're going to have a parking lot abutting their property, explain to them if Euclid's going to become, you know, well, I mean, it is a through street, I guess, an alley into a through street. But, you know, all of these people are like, I stuck up for you guys. They were ready to come up here with like torches and pitchforks, and I was like, let's wait and see what's going on before we go crazy. So maybe we could just stop like ruling for rumor and give people good, solid information so we don't have this rumor mill stuff going on.
Madam President, a lot of what she said is just factually inaccurate.
Of course.
It's factually inaccurate. There's a lot of people in this room here tonight that was at that meeting that night, and we were invited by the Martin Luther King Association and Logos to come down and talk about...
Logos, just the Martin Luther King
Association.
All right, not Logos.
But it was at Logos.
It was at Logos.
So we were invited there. They actually had it on a Wednesday night because they usually have it on a Monday night. We can't attend on Monday because we're here. So there were quite a few of us there. The person that mentioned that the Dollar General is a done deal was a county commissioner, not anybody related to the city. And when we talked about the Dollar General, the comments were if they want to hook into the city sewer there, that they would have to annex into the city to do that. And all we have heard from that West End for a long time is that it's a food desert, and there's nowhere to get stuff.
Exactly.
So it would be a great thing, I think, if they get a Dollar General there, but it's certainly, the ink's not dry. I certainly know nothing about that. So there hasn't been any planning stages with us about parking or how it would be annexed, and been no talk of annexation other than they know if they want to use city sewer, which was just relined in that area, that they would have to apply to the city. And that's really all that was discussed as far as the Dollar General that I recall that night at the meeting.
Naomi Craig, 365 Silver Street. So what exactly did I say there that was factually inaccurate?
That the ink was dry?
Well, I said that that's what I was told. Okay, so maybe if a bunch of city and county officials weren't holding meetings on Wednesday nights that the public didn't know about, we wouldn't have these grapevine issues. We wouldn't have these rumor issues. We wouldn't have me coming up here asking questions saying, people telling me the ink is dry and thinking their land had been annexed. I didn't think that. I knew their land hadn't been annexed. I was able to tell them that factually. I wasn't able to tell anybody else anything factually because I wasn't there and didn't know about it. So, call me a liar. I'm fine with that. But if we could get some truth to spread around, that would be helpful.
Yes.
Tara Dyer, 485 North Grand Avenue. So, where do I begin? So the Martin Luther King Neighborhood Association normally meets at Marion Matters, okay? Everybody, I'll turn this way because I need to address you guys and not the audience. Anybody is invited to attend. Anybody is invited to attend. It deals with issues on the West End, and normally they are very well publicized. The probably the most people that I have seen at a meeting is probably, what, 15? So there are a lot of uninterested people who don't show up. And as far as it being a secret meeting, my pastor is livid about those rumors and innuendos about our church being a place where there are secret meetings, because her husband, Deacon Jerry Peterson, is the facilitator of the Martin Luther King Association. So she's livid that Logos is in the midst of something that is nefarious. It is not. It is an organization that tries to do amazing things in that West End. So, of course, you're going to invite Schaber. You're going to invite Bart. You're going to do that. And obviously, the mayor has come several times. I've seen, Bodine there. I've seen Cal there. I've seen a lot of city officials there. And they did move the date because they want to encourage city officials to be in attendance. The only thing I've said to them is, if it's going to be a whole bunch of you guys come, we got to notice it, because that is a violation. I don't know if there were a lot there because I wasn't in attendance, but I do recall the commissioner saying that the area with Logan Tire, that there was something that was talked about before Mr. Logan passed away. And the West End is a food desert, and it is difficult for people in that depressed area to get to different places in order to supplement or to get food. I don't know about the alcohol piece, but I do know that that is something that would be beneficial to that area. But as far as the meeting being at Logos, I think it's just a convenient for Deacon Jerry Peterson, who it's our church. It used to meet at Marion Matters. It was implemented and begun there, and I think when Heidi Jones kind of took another position, a lot of things have been happening. I'll end with this. We need people in the neighborhood doing great things. And when you have a bunch of people volunteering, and when you have the law and our elected officials coming in wanting to do different things. Have you been on the West End lately? Mm-hmm. So when you got a lot of people doing different things to increase and make that area beautiful, then I don't think the rumor mill should operate and say negative things without coming and talking to different people. Because my pastor right now is saying, I don't even want him to meet here anymore. And is that what we want? Is that what you want, Councilman Schaber? And, I know you don't. Is that what you want? Do you want citizens being active and trying to do great things in their community? We just talked about loving your city. So let's just, talk to each other and find out. My pastor sent me a snapshot of something that she saw on Facebook, and she was like so upset, and all we try to do in that West End is make it prettier. So no, and definitely not Logos. So I appreciate what you said.
Thank you.
You said it was a sunshine law violation, though.
I don't know
All right.
I don't know who was there.
All right. Reports? Any of our admin? No reports? All right. Any other public comments? All right, I guess we'll move on to committees. Ms. Lang, airport lines and buildings.
Nothing at this time.
Mr. R. Smith?
Yes, 6:30, we'll discuss tax abatement application.
Okay, 6:30 for jobs and economic development. Mr. Neff?
Nothing at this time.
There may be an ordinance reviewing, was electronic vehicles,
Oh, it's not.
that's not ready? Okay.
If I may touch on it, just real quick, since it was brought up. So over the past year plus, many citizens and law enforcement officers have talked about e-bikes, motorized mopeds, four-wheelers, electric toys. And just to let you know that in response to this request, I am working on proposals to revise the City of Marion codified ordinances in regards to e-bikes and the long list of items that people have said become nuisances in the way that they're operated. But it's a much more involved than it will not be ready next Monday night. Because it's a whole hodgepodge of ordinances that apply to four-wheeled vehicles with a dump trailer, four-wheel vehicles without a dump trailer, e-bikes, and the whole laundry list. So it's going to be an effort to bring it together, but I do intend to bring it together and bring it to council within the next month.
Yeah, thank you.
Bikes and trailers.
Mr. T. Smith then?
Nothing at this time.
Ms. Ratliff, Public Utilities?
I have nothing to call at this time.
All right. Mr. T. Smith?
Yes, 7 p.m., fourth Wednesday, in the Prospect Room, the county building, for
Okay.
regional planning.
Mr. Barr, Street and Sewers?
Nothing at this time.
Traffic Commission, Mr. Barr?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Prater, Zoning and Annexation?
Nothing at this time.
And Ms. Lang, right.
I guess we'll do Finance Committee at 6:35, old business reports legislation. At this time, I am not familiar with any new legislation.
Okay. With that, we are adjourned.
Such a good pace.
Read that.
Yeah, that was a nice deal. That was one of the really nice deals.